What is going on, everyone? It is Super here, and welcome to another Mortal Kombat X video. And today I have another Q&A video for you guys. So as always, if you guys enjoy these, make sure you guys leave a like on the video and also write in the comment section the question that you want to ask me. If I already answered it, then I'll probably just myself or someone will answer your question in the comment section. If not, I'll probably answer it in a future Q&A. I am still backlogged a good amount, so definitely expect the question sooner or later. But before I get started, I just want to mention that a couple viewers of mine asked me to watch the Kombat Kids YouTube video. I know it's been around forever. I've actually known about it forever, but I was live streaming the other day and I told them I was going to watch it and give my opinion on it. So here it is. The Kombat Kids video was adorable. It was really cool. As a Mortal Kombat fan, I definitely noticed all the Easter eggs in there, from going from the Mortal Kombat movies to the old school Mortal Kombat games. It was really fun. At first I thought it was just gonna be like a cute little video until Johnny Cage got killed, and then that's when shit got real. The only thing that I didn't like is that they absolutely destroyed Rain. He literally did nothing. He was like a punching bag. That kind of set me, as Rain is one of my favorite characters of all time. But other than that, the video was amazing. It was awesome. It was cute, and it was bloody, gory, and it was like a weird combination of cute, like little baby size Mortal Kombat characters, yet killing each other and doing fatalities, all that. So I enjoyed it quite a bit. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, let's get on to the first question. It comes from Torch, and he asks, could you explain all the MKX slang to those of us who don't know what it means, like 50/50s, NJP, etc.? I don't know if I could do it in this video, but if you guys want me to do a video sort of, talking a little bit about the fighting game lingo. It's not really Mortal Kombat lingo, it's just fighting game lingo in general. So NJP stands for a neutral jump punch, meaning when you jump straight up in the air and you come down with a punch or a kick, it's either called neutral jump punch or neutral jump kick, NJK, NJP. So there's that for you. And 50/50s are pretty much overhead or low normals or combo starters. So for example, Aaron Black has his forward X, forward square. It's a lunge forward move that makes his gun go and hits the top of your head, so that's an overhead. A low is something in which you would it hits your toes or your legs or anything like that. So that's pretty much a 50/50. It's a guess between an overhead or a low combo starter. That's pretty much what 50/50s mean. But if you guys want me to do like a full video talking about plus frames, all that good stuff, let me know. A lot of people are asking me what plus means, and it pretty much means you have a move in which it has enough block stun so you could move before your opponent. So if I hit my opponent with a normal that is plus on block, that means I can move before my opponent can. And the same thing applies on hit. If I hit my opponent with a move like a punch, and let's just say it's like plus 22, that means I have 22 frames that I could move before my opponent could do anything. So hope that kind of helped. Let's see. Amir asks, do you think Shang Tsung will be in the next Mortal Kombat? Also, do you think Quan Chi will be in the next Mortal Kombat? I think right now I would probably say that Quan Chi has a better chance of coming back than Shang Tsung. Of course, both of those guys are sorcerers, but the fact that Shang Tsung has been gone for a really long time. I know he was sort of teased at being alive or revived in the Ermac classic ladder mode ending, but those aren't really canon. So at the moment, who knows, maybe Quan Chi did some sort of sorcery in which even though he died in the MKX story, maybe it wasn't like him, it was a clone of him or something. I don't know, maybe he did something so it looked like he died, but in reality he didn't. So I definitely think that Quan Chi has a good chance of returning, even though he did die in the MKX story mode. Shang Tsung is a whole different question, but I would love to see him come back. Let me know if you guys would want Shang Tsung to come back, or Quan Chi. In my opinion, I actually think that the majority of people would actually want Shang Tsung to return over Quan Chi. There aren't too many people that like Quan Chi as a character. You know, he isn't like the most popular character. I think he's popular amongst a certain group of people, but I think Shang Tsung has a way bigger following and you know, fandom than someone like Quan Chi. So I would definitely like to see them both in MK11. Mr. J has the next question, and he asks if you could pick a 3D era character that hasn't been playable in the last 2 MK games, who would it be and why? Big fan of your channel, bro. I really appreciate it, Mr. J. Means a lot to me. So if I had to choose between one 3D era character, that's a tough question, because I would actually like them to have many more 3D MK era characters coming back to MK11. But one of the ones that I would really like to see is Havik. And the reason I would like to see Havik is because he is an evil mother effer. He came out in the MortalKombatX comics. He's incredibly strong. He's really, really strong. And I think the 3D era didn't really demonstrate that as well as the new MKX comics did. So I think that him being in MK11, he would get a pretty good fan base. I don't know how popular he is at the moment. You know, like I mentioned, he was a big part of the MKX comics, and he was depicted really, really well. So I think he probably built up more of a fan base now than, let's just say, 4 years ago or something like that. So I would really want him to be in the next Mortal Kombat game. So I would definitely pick Havik. Out of any 3D era characters, probably pick Havik. So Tickle Daddy asks, what is your process when learning a new character? What are the steps you take to learn combos and strings? So the process that I take is different now compared to how it used to be, because before, like for example, when Injustice 2 comes out, I'm not gonna learn characters nearly as fast as I do in MKX. Like, I just had a live stream a couple days ago, or yesterday. You guys will probably see this on Sunday. I just had a live stream yesterday learning Boraicho, and I actually did pretty well. And you could kind of see the steps that I take if you watch the beginning of that live stream. What I do first, now that I understand the game, but before I go into that, let's just go back to the Injustice thing. So when Injustice comes out, I'm gonna be learning the game first, because you know, I was never familiar with the Injustice engine. I never really played it. So when it comes to learning characters at the start of a game, I have to first learn the mechanics of the game, the ins and outs of it. You know, it's always important to know frame data and all that, but the differences between MKX and Injustice are like 180. You know, like Injustice is a way different game than Mortal Kombat X is. So when it comes to a new game, I'm gonna have to learn the mechanics first. But once I know the mechanics of the game, it's really easy to learn a character. All you have to do is know your frame data on each one of your normals, and that's not really hard. You know, you have only 4 buttons. You know, it's not really hard. You have a regular punch and then a crouching punch. You know, you have a standing 1, standing 2, crouching 1, crouching 2, you know, stuff like that. You know, you have a basic understanding of your normals, the range of your normals. That's why it's really important to go into training mode. I know training mode isn't the most popular things amongst you know, most people, and neither for me it wasn't like that before either. I didn't really like to spend time in training mode, but once I started understanding the game and how frame data and knowing everything about your character is really important, I started to absolutely love training mode, to the point where I play more training mode than actual online. For example, now online for Mortal Kombat, I never play online unless I'm making a video or I'm streaming, but I do occasionally, for fun, just go into training mode and, you know, brush up on some combos, do some combos and practice mode, stuff like that. So pretty much the process is, since I already know the game, I just pretty much go look at the normals, the character's normals, the frame data on them, the range. What are my good anti-airs? Does he have a good uppercut to anti-air? Does he have a good button to anti-air? And then I find the best combo strings. It's not really important to memorize every single one of them. For example, Boraicho has so many combo strings, but in reality, if you watch my live stream, I only use around 3 to 4, because those are the most practical ones. Those are the better combo strings. So, you know, just learn 2, 3 to 4 combo strings of that specific character. If you want to learn combos, there are literally thousands of combo videos on YouTube that you could get the combos from to get a basic understanding of what this character could do. And after that, all it takes is just matchup experience. You just have to play and play and play. And if you watch the Boraicha live stream, I get my ass kicked and then I adapt. Sometimes, you know, I learn new things that I didn't know before about the character, like some matchups that are really hard, some matchups that might be easier. And after you learn the character in training mode, it comes down to, you know, just play with the character and experience. So that's pretty much how I take learning a new character. Moving on here, Brian asks, so you're trying out new characters, you don't know how to play. Will you also try variations you don't know how to play, like Takeda Shiara Ryu variation, for example? And Brian, I don't think I'm going to be learning any variations that I don't already play, because if I don't play them by now, it's for a reason. It's just because I really don't like them. Like Takeda, the only one that I like is you know, the lightsaber variation. That's really the only variation I like for Takeda. It's the only one I, you know, find visually appealing and fun to play. So I don't think I'm going to be learning other variations that I don't already play. Moving on here, Johnny asks, how do you apply what you learned in training online on a character that isn't your main? Well, I kind of talked a little bit about that in the you know, what my approach is to learning new characters. It's just, you just have to go in there and get matchup experience and just play people. That's the best way you're gonna be able to learn a new character that might not be your main. Let's see, only two genders ask, imagine there were no variations, all characters had all variation specific special moves in one character. In this hypothetical situation, who would be the best or most broken character? That would definitely be Triborg, because Triborg has 4 variations, and if Triborg as a character had every move of every variation, it would definitely be Triborg. Another popular one, or another one that just comes off the top of my head, is Sub-Zero for sure. Having Crowdmancer's offense with a ice clone, and also having you know, the unbreakable aura, having an armor launcher and stuff, he would destroy. But for sure, Triborg is 4 variations, and they all play differently, and they all have different strengths. Yeah, that would definitely be ridiculous. So moving on here, Christopher asks, with the new patch, do you think that Kenshi is now a viable character? Well, Kenshi in Possessed is really good and annoying to play against, because his 4-2-1 string makes it so it's hard to backdash. The teleport actually is more 4-2, kind of leaves you standing there, and you have only a couple frames before you can backdash. So you can definitely armor through it, but it gets really annoying. 4-2-1 into low minion, or, you know, the low demon or overhead demon, is there's no gap in between that, so you kind of have to guess or fuzzy block it. I don't know if you can. I don't know which one comes first. I think overhead would come first. So Possessed Kenshi is definitely a viable character, really good character now. The other ones, unfortunately, I don't think so. I think they suffer from losing their armored launchers. Kenjutsu Kenshi, all he has is 50/50s, and really they're unsafe. Like, even online, they're like -10. So if you have a character like Liu Kang or someone like that, they're gonna punish it every time. So I think Possess is the only like strong variation for Kenshi. Brian asks, what is an option select? So this is another term that I'm not going to go into in this video, but if you guys want me to do a video talking about, you know, terms and stuff, let me know. Kaniki asks, what type of brand new characters do you want to see in Mortal Kombat 11? I would like to see more ninjas. Fill the roster with ninjas, please. Bring back Rain, bring back Noob Saibot, even bring in Chameleon. Bring them all, baby. And last question here comes from Dumb Luck, and he asks, if you could bring back any character into MKX, and I mean anyone, who would it be and why? It would for sure be Noob Saibot, because I absolutely love Noob Saibot. So that's going to be the end of today's Q&A video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. What's going on, guys? It's Super here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you guys subscribe or check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.